last episode was a while ago, but we finished up all of the contracts looking at about £66,000, which is pretty nice. But we do have some big old repair bills, including a £7,500 repair bill for the new Fent. So yeah, it's kind of balanced itself out a little bit. Talking of repair bills and coming soon, TM, I have been doing a lot of data collection on what affects damage and repair, and that will be coming probably in a video later this week. So let's just jump back to the video. We got some bargains in the sales again. So first is this Lizard 9509 trailer. So we have one of these already, but I thought for 23 grand we should pick up a second one so that when we have to deliver grain, you can use the two trucks and that will be much better. Yep, seems sensible. And the other one is this Copper Farmernet big cultivator. So £52,000, 15.7 meters, so that's going to be really good if we can pick up some big cultivating jobs. The idea was very tempting. The Arcusin bale stacker was very tempting, but we have auto load, so we don't need that so much. I'm still toying with a second combine, but spending 300 grand on a combine at this point, plus the power float header, is probably not the most sensible, given we only actually have one field of our own left to combine this year that we're going to use the big combine for anyway. So I've done, I think I did 3 headlands around this field, and we've broken out one of the Deutzfahr combines because they can run the corn/sunflower header that we have perfectly well. So it was quite nice to just jump in one of the older bits of kit and give it a run. You know, it's why I keep them on the farm, so that I can use them. I don't keep them just to look at them. So I did have to repair it and give it a little bit of diesel, but you know, no big deal there at all. So I'm stalling a little bit because I know in a moment I'm going to jump into time-saving stock check, and then I'm going to go back to talking about the repair videos and what it might mean for videos this week. So any second now, we should jump into time-saving stock check, which is a very handy little mod if you play Farm Sim and you're on PC. So if I go to the right place, we will see that maize silage, the price is pretty good. Good enough that I think we should start to get it sold because we still have some to ferment. And we're only going to lose 20 grand, which is not awful at all. And then the other one is the canola price is really good. So I'm debating on whether to sell the canola or not, but I think the maize price is definitely worth getting some maize sold. So, hey, we've got a new lorry trailer. Probably what I might do in the background soon is just have the 2 Volvo lorries running with the trailers, just selling the maize. We have 1 million litres of fermented maize silage, plus some more. So I think it's worth doing. The other thing I was looking at is the canola. That price, I'm going to hang on a little bit and see. That's going to be going up next month, so it's going to peak in November or December, so we're going to hang on to that. But 2 really good paydays coming, so yeah, we can make some progress on buying stuff or paying stuff off, which is cool. So back to the repair videos. I randomly mentioned as a comment in the last one of these videos about things that we think affect repair, and thanks to swapping a few messages, I spent a large part of Saturday and Sunday collecting data on repair costs and damage taken, and therefore costs for a whole load of different things. And that's going to be a couple of videos that are going to come out through this week, probably, if I can. I've got probably, because I'm probably a lot, I have got, if I want to do it the way I want to do it, I've got about another 1.5 to 2 hours of data collection to do. And then I will have what I think is a pretty complete data set on what affects repair cost when you're using a vehicle. So it's probably going to be a pretty long video as well, because there is a lot of data to get through. So yeah, there may be a less video this week, partly because of that. Also, I'm traveling, so I'm in a hotel at the moment recording this. So yeah, but I'm not sure I'm going to get the data collection done tonight. I've had a long day at work and just want to kind of chill a bit. So also need to do some other stuff. Yeah. So I did learn one really cool trick, which I'm going to do a separate video on, which will probably be out tomorrow. And that was thanks to chatting to Mark H again. I tell you, when you get two people with very similar brains together, it is not good for how much testing that I have to do, but you guys get some cool results out of it at the end. So hey, let's not complain. And hopefully I get a video that does really well. And I understand repair much better. And some of the numbers are freaking scary. So yeah, we'll get to that though. We'll get to that. So it's Tuesday for you guys, or later, depending on when you actually watch this. Hopefully, it's Monday for me. It's Monday evening. I have finished work. I am in a new hotel for me. New to me, not a new hotel. And actually, it's not too bad. It's at Motorway Services, which had me a little bit skeptical. But it's really, for what it cost me, it's clean, it's tidy, it doesn't smell bad, it has free Wi-Fi, kind of almost all of the things that I want. It's really weird because it's on a motorway. It's about, a 10-minute drive from work. It's going to take me 30 minutes to get back tomorrow because I've got to go down the motorway at a junction. And so that's a little bit annoying, but the price was too good to turn up. It's about £10 a night cheaper than anything else. And for these kind of nights away, I'm paying myself because work is a long way from home and it's less tiring if I stay away to do a couple of days in the office. Yeah. So hopefully the free Wi-Fi has let me upload this video. We will see in a few hours. I need to finish recording this one. I need to edit it. Need to record a few other videos, and then we'll see whether the upload actually works. I didn't realize there was free Wi-Fi. I'm seriously regretting not bringing my other old laptop with me to render the video on, because I can't render and record at the same time. But I didn't feel like carrying a second laptop bag, so it does get kind of a lot of stuff to carry. I don't travel particularly light, so if I'd picked up the other laptop bag, I would have had 4 laptops with me, a mini monitor, which I'm using because that's awesome. I chucked that in my work laptop bag, and then a pretty big holdall, in fact 2 holdalls, one which had my gym stuff in because I went to the gym today, and then one which had my clothes for traveling and my running stuff for the morning. So yeah, I don't travel light ever. And I just didn't fancy picking up that extra bag. I could do with a laptop bag that can easily carry at least 3 laptops and the equivalent of a tablet. And that's a lot of stuff. It almost feels like I should get a small suitcase to travel with. But yeah, I have a big laptop bag. So I managed to convince work a few years ago to buy me a big laptop bag, because even before I was doing this, I would quite often be traveling with 2 to 3 laptops. I sometimes have to carry 2 work laptops and then my own laptop. So I was like, I need a big laptop bag, which I got them to get me. And I could fit 3 laptops in it, I think. But I think I'd struggle to get the side monitor, and the side monitor for doing most stuff is worth more than an extra laptop. Anywho, we have cleared the first land, and can tip this. I've already tipped one pretty much trailer full from the headlands, and I'm doing this the slightly lazy way. Didn't feel like battling auto drive, so my other preferred single player way of doing harvesting, depending on how big the field is parking a trailer at one end or both ends if it's a really big field, and running the lands technically the wrong way around, because I am keeping the auger into the crop when I'm harvesting, but that means it's outside when I turn, and so I can just tip it in the trailer and we're good to go. So yeah, I find this is a really nice way of doing single player combining, and yeah, we've got, as I said, one more field to combine after this. We'll be breaking the Fendt out for that because it's a pretty big field of soybeans, and I've also got 2 soybean contracts to do, and we've got 1 to 2 fields that I would like to get planted before the end of October. One of them can wait, but I have been through, I think I show my crop rotation later on, but I have been through, extended the crop rotation with the fact we've got more fields, and field 8, which has the soybeans in it, I would like to get planted with canola before the end of the month, so we need to combine it, and we shouldn't need to plow it, so we should be able to combine and go straight direct drill. That's my hope. We'll see. I think the horse planter will let us direct drill, because the front unit is essentially a cultivator, so we'll give it a go. If not, we've got a 15-meter cultivator, so it should be good. In an ideal world, I'd mulch it, but I don't think we're going to have time. So what I might do with the contracts is do what I did before and harvest our field, use the product from that to deliver against the contracts, and then go and harvest the other 2 fields, and I don't have to worry about, you know, delivering them whatever. I've got loads of trailers anyway. Maybe I don't need to bother. Maybe I could just get one of these Deutz combines with its header with one of the many trailers that we've got, and do it that way and have them running in parallel. We've got a £41,000 outstanding balance on one of the loans, so we may as well get that paid off. We've got the cash in the bank. That leaves us only about 900 grand in debt only. Now we have a couple, probably £500,000 coming in from crops in the next month, so we could pay the loan off. We could keep progressing, buying more stuff. Mainly more land at this point, I think. So I want to get implements to run on the Fendt tractor, not combine. As they come up in the sales, we'll buy them. So I'm probably not going to. A lot of the stuff we've brought in the sales. So I'm probably not going to buy new. But if we happened to have a bigger seeder or planter come up in the sales, probably try and pick it up. Don't think we need to get a bigger plow. My approach with plowing is we're going to use the smaller ones, and we're going to get a 3rd one of those, and then we can run the 3 Deutz tractors on plow. So even if we've got a huge field, we can have the equivalent of, I think, about a 9-meter plow running. So that's going to be my plan for that. So it's really, we've got the big cultivator, seeders and planters, kind of what I'm looking for to round out the kit for the big Fendt. We won't always use it, obviously, but where we can, we will. Probably going to keep the disc harrow that we've got, that we can run as a cultivator, because we can use that on one of the other tractors, so that's not a problem. It's with how much contracting we're doing and how much land we're going to end up with, I think it's worth having duplicates anyway. The same with seeders and planters. If we get more of those, we're just going to keep the ones we've got unless we desperately need to sell it, because otherwise we're going to struggle to get everything done. Sometimes we do, because I try and keep the clock running so that there is a bit of time pressure and we have to make choices. And there's a chance that I'll make the choice to drop those 2 soybean contracts. It'd be nice to get them. That's not so good for the header. It'd be nice to get them, but if we don't, I'm really not that worried. We're doing pretty good for most stuff, so I think it'll be okay. So I just need to make a small adjustment to the microphone, because I realized my levels were a bit high, so hopefully I can edit that. You probably won't even notice, but it was bugging me on OBS, so I'm a bit louder sometimes, and hey, is what it is. So another tray pretty much full of soybeans going in. For those of you that loved the header parking episode, yes, the header is living outside at the moment. I cannot be bothered to try and park it again. I know some of you loved the pure entertainment that was me spending the best part of a video parking a header. I know, I know how to enthrall you guys completely and utterly. We're making progress. This save has been about harvesting a lot lately, and I did kind of think about skipping a bunch of it and getting the soybean field done as well, but no, we are going all sunflowers all of the time today, because that's what I ended up doing. You know, I recorded this video before I got into all of the repair testing, and but I knew in my mind that I had a lot of farm sim ahead of me. To give you a rough idea, so far the data collection for that video has taken over 7 hours so far. And it wasn't 7 hours of fun playing farm sim. It was 7 hours of do thing, repeat, do thing, repeat, do thing, repeat. It's actually quite amazing. So I was doing, most of the testing I've been doing has been based on 10 minutes of work. And it's quite amazing what you can get done in 10 minutes once you hit go on start test and start timer. Yesterday evening, I managed to prep and get dinner in the oven in a 10-minute window. I managed to go clean up after the dogs in the garden in a 10-minute window with loads of time left. It was, yeah, quite funny. We also watched a bunch of the new series. I think it's the new series of This Farming Life, which was really cool. I really love that series. They seem to do a really good job of picking fairly random, smallish farms in the UK, and yeah, I really like it. It kind of, yeah, it's just good, enjoyable telly. You know, it's about farming. It's, yeah, enjoyed it. So once we've done the combining on here and we've got field 8 planted, I think we have one more field that I would like to get planted this game year. So we have field, let me scroll through my planting list, field 23, which was the field that had canola in. I want to get wheat planted in. I am probably then going to jump ahead to spring again so that we can just keep progressing on here. There'll probably be a video where we go through winter doing selling and that kind of stuff, but I think I'm seeing that with the way we're playing on normal difficulty, I think, but with the size of the yield of crop that we're getting and stuff and excesses we're getting from contracts and things, that it's probably worth me just pushing on and getting into the next year, rather than hanging on, grabbing the odd little contract, going back to the oaks and trying to grab some last harvesting contracts. I think we're going to crack on, and I think next game year, if I can work it, and it depends if I can work it, I'm going to try and parallelize, good word, some of the farming. So we're getting to the point where we've got enough kit that, you know, maybe we load the Fent up on on the low loader and we send it off to the oaks to do a bunch of field work. And I would run that in the background with maybe the odd clip for you guys. That has a double benefit for me. One, we keep time progressing, and we kind of do anyway, but also it's really nice sometimes, and it's not something that I get to do a lot, to just play farm sim in the background and it not be a video. I still occasionally think about firing the game up and just playing it, and it not be, but I would probably need to have a separate save. And actually, the contracting work on the Oaks kind of works for that. It's the same with Timberborn. I've been really tempted to do it with that. But there's only so many hours in the day, and it doesn't always work. The other game that I am very tempted to play, and I know some of you are going to make comments about crashing, is the new EA Codemasters WRC game. I'm in fact intending to play it at the weekend. Mrs. D is away for the weekend, and EA have a thing where, and if you're interested in trying it, I think this is an utter bargain. You can get your first months of whatever EA call their monthly gaming thing for 80p in the UK. I don't know what it is elsewhere. And as part of that, you can get a 5-hour demo of the rally game, or 5 hours access to the rally game. So it's the full game, I believe. And I think 5 hours will be enough time to tell me if I'm going to enjoy that game or not. So back in the distant past, I've played many rally games, starting with, I think it was Lombard RAC Rally or Ford Rally on the PC, which was 2-dimensional and in 4 colours. And I loved it. And I played a couple of the Colin McRae rally games. I enjoyed those. Gran Turismo had some rallying in at some point. Didn't enjoy that so much. It also had some ice racing in. Didn't enjoy that so much. But the other one was, there was one on PlayStation 1 that I played the out of. I don't remember what it was called. I've just grabbed my phone to see if I can Google it. I put so many hours into that game. The other rally game that I really loved was at uni. We had a Sega Rally arcade machine in the student union. I played that too much, considering that I was having to pay to play it every time. But I loved that. It was really good fun. And although my laptop is connected to the Wi-Fi, my phone is not. I don't have much phone signal. So we'll see if that's going to load. I want to say Virtual Rally. But I'm not sure. I'm actually going to see if I can fire up a Chrome window on here. See if we can get a search result on V-Rally. That was it. Loved that game. Played the out of it. It was one of the first games that I got on my PlayStation. Might have even come with it on PlayStation. And yeah, loved that game. Split screen multiplayer, all of the good things about old gaming. So yeah, played quite a lot of rally games, and I played all of them on controller. So I'm kind of thinking, got a controller, I'm going to spend part of the weekend playing that, see if I like it. And I'm not going to tell you how much I crash. So there. You can all just live in whatever fantasy world you're in between. He did awesome to he just crashed constantly and wrote every car off that he drove. You pick. So, field harvested. It's a little bit left in the combine that we're going to need to grab. I was kind of confused. I almost looked for a second like this lorry had lost the texture on the metalwork, but I'm guessing it was just the option that I got it in had white paint. So I'm just going to go look at the other one, and annoyingly the trailer stopped tipping, so we're going to have to go back and sort that. But yeah, I'm assuming I got it with white paint and it's not a texture issue because it's a DLC, so it'd be kind of bad if it was a texture issue. But let's actually get the crop in the silo, and we then need to go grab the rest of it. So while we're tipping, I'm going to say thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. You are awesome. Yeah, let's go grab the last 1,108 litres of sunflowers. And then we're going to have a look at what it's worth. And I think from memory, the price is actually pretty good at the moment. So we might be even starting off the next video selling the sunflowers, getting a bunch of cash in, which I'm not going to grumble at that. And yeah, I think turning around. So I might, because there's no actual we, is there? You know, it's just me playing. But again, I might start combining the soybeans before I advance time. I think there's rain in the forecast, but I don't think it's until much later. So we've got a few hours. I reckon with the big Fendt combine, I can get a lot of that field combine before we end up having to stop due to bad weather. So, and that would give us all of October 3 to get field 8 turned around and planted. So that seems sensible to me. Let's have a look at how much crop we actually got, because I don't remember. So precision farming, 71,000 litres ish. And time saving stock check says that's going to pay us £99,000. I'm not going to wait for the £4,000. I think we're going to get that sold next time. Yeah, the price is going to start dropping in November unless we want to wait until February. So anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you have enjoyed this video. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Oh, my crop rotation. So I added soybeans, canola, and wheat onto the end, and all of them have a really nice yield bonus. So we're going to be doing 2 fields of soybeans cycle, but I think that's okay. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the video. I'm just showing field 8 I need to do stuff with and field 23. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like button. Comments, questions, or suggestions, stick them below. And yeah, I'm not sure what I'm showing you here. I've got contracts to do as well. Anyway, I will see you next time, guys. Bye.